He has to draw this fellow into a battle. He's not outboxing him. There's definitely something missing from Richard Williams tonight.
Second half. IBO 11 stone title at stake. So you can see how Jim's got it at the halfway point. And, well, Richard Williams has some work to do.
Yeah, the first couple of rounds were fairly close. You could see either way that they were quiet. I mean, if the judges had been kinder to Williams, I'm sure they'd be delighted about that. I just saw Martinez stealing them as well, just being that little bit busier. So on my card, Williams has big problems. This is more like it. He's initiating the attacks now. He's forcing the opponent back. Has to let some punches go. Has to use his strength.
Just shook his left hand there, Martinez. Not sure whether that was out of frustration or maybe a slight problem with it, but the combinations are flowing from the man who's looking for his 13th win in a row. Last 4 in Madrid. Now based there alongside Pablo Sarmiento, fellow Argentinian who's been in Spain too. Pablo Sarmiento was a scourge of the British boys. Is this man going to upset the apple cart and inflict what would be a devastating defeat for Richard Williams if that was to happen?
Every time as Williams throws a punch and misses, you can see that disgusted look, that disappointed look in his face. You shouldn't be showing opponents these things.
The decent amateur Richard Williams had a real scrap with Wayne Alexander. We hope maybe that would happen in the professional ranks, but Alexander's moved up. Possible fight with Takaloo, but they're different organisations, different promotional outfits. And well, on this performance, would you give Takaloo the edge?
Yeah, I mean, you would have to. There's no way. There's something drastically wrong with Williams tonight. I don't know what it is. His timing is non-existent. He's doing a little bit better in this round because he's forcing the pace, but this is not what we expect. We expect smooth boxing, quality technique. A low blow here.
Just complaining there, Martinez, and referee Frank Santore Jr., the American, is giving Martinez time. Didn't look terribly low, did it, Jim?
I think it was low, and it's quite possible Martinez is probably having his worst round here for some time, so maybe a little breather, maybe a little bit of experience. He's looking over to his corner here as though, will I make a bigger song about it or not?
Stabs his eye, little cut on the left eyelid, Martinez, and blood from the nose. It's been a very, very good challenge so far from the Argentinian. Can he keep it going, or will Williams, as you said earlier, grind out the victory? Still to come, a vital night for Manchester's cult featherweight hero Michael Brodie. He was so unlucky when he was robbed against Willie Hareen at super bantamweight. Had a difficult time up against Juan Cabrera's James Hare in an interesting match with Romain Zuman, and Brian McGee against David Starry's conqueror Andre Tyson. Great matches still ahead. Here we have a mini crisis in the career of Richard Williams. Was this low?
Well, it was below the belt, but it wasn't in the danger area. Just as I thought, they're using his experience to get a breather.
Here's the 8th round. The world light middleweight scene ruled and run by the brilliant Oscar De La Hoya, 5-weight world champion. We look forward to his rematch with Sugar Shane Mosley in September. Ronald Winky Wright, the difficult southpaw, holds the IBF belt. Daniel Santos, the WBO. Richard Williams holds for the moment the IBO, but it is in danger of slipping away from him.
Yep, he's got to show some improvement. He's got to come up with something better than this. He's got to pin this fellow down, giving him too much room.
Very, very close. There's rumours at ringside that the judges have Martinez ahead. That's the word we're getting. Just like you, Jim, Richard Williams just went back there, and there was another gulp there. What is going on?
I've never seen Richard Williams taking so many punches without reply. There's something drastically missing. I don't know if it's a health problem, if it's a preparation problem, I don't know, but there's definitely something missing. And we're lucky if we're seeing 50% of Richard Williams tonight. There he's walking straight on the punches.
Look at the grimace on his face as he spot on to the counter of Martinez. He was out of the ring for a few months with a viral infection a couple of years ago. It was deemed a mystery illness, and he was given the all clear to box on. Remember when he fought Hussein Osman up in Hartlepool, and Osman came in at the last minute. It was another change of opponent, a bit like tonight, and Williams really struggled that night as well.
That's what it's like tonight, Adam. It's like a lack of energy. There's just something missing from inside him. I mean, if something was wrong in training, I'm sure he wouldn't have taken the match. So I'm just wondering if it's something showing itself up under these conditions. There's, without doubt, something missing from Richard Williams tonight. I mean, he's doing nothing right, being picked off. No snap, no energy, no strength.
Struggling majorly, Richard Williams, and tries to get that spring in his step. Can't get his jab out, being picked off, hands now dropping. There's a real concern on the look of Don Davis in the corner.
Martinez dropping his hands down to his knees, not worried in the slightest, perfectly at home there, nods to his corner, and quite rightly so.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Live listen. Come on. Come on. Drink some water for you. Come on. You have to go. You have to go now. Right?
So softly spoken, Don Davis. He was with Howard Eastman in the corner when he just couldn't quite get him up for the fight with William Jockey. Look at Williams' head there.
His last few rounds supposed to be yours. Come on. Come on. Huh?
He looks absolutely dejected, doesn't he?
You know, Adam, yesterday when we were speaking to Richard at the weigh-in, he said to me, I'm more